Hey everyone, this is Reith from the Zowe Web UI squad. Today we're going to be talking about translating your static strings in your Angular applications to other languages. So just to give you an example of what that looks like, here we have the sample Angular application. If I go to the bottom right here and click on that menu and then select this language menu, you'll see we have 6 different languages we can translate to. Now, this is becoming more and more important as Zowe is being adopted across the world. We want everyone to be able to translate their applications to the other languages that they want to. So here we have English, Chinese, French, Japanese, Russian, and German. So I'll just select Chinese, for example, and we'll restart the desktop to apply these translations. And what you'll notice is the Angular application will have been entirely translated due to the way the code is written. So we're going to show you how to do that today. So for the sake of simplicity, we're going to actually cut a lot of the fluff out of our sample Angular app, and we're just going to have 2 static strings in here. And you can see the code for that right here. It's just a simple template file with the words hello and translate me please in 2 different tags. So our first step is going to be to go into our sample Angular app directory and specifically the web client directory within that. Next, we're going to do npm install -- save dev. And we're going to install the ngx i18n support module. So now that that's installed, we're going to head over to our code, and in our web client directory we're going to create a new file. This file is going to be called tsconfig.i18n.json. So create that, and from the documentation, which we'll post with this video, just copy and paste this code right here into the JSON file. After that, what we're going to do is go to the web client folder and create another file, and this one's going to be called xlifmerge.json. So go ahead and create that file, and once that's done, so from the documentation, just copy and paste this information right here. What this is going to do is specify where the directory is that the translation files are going to be, and in this languages section right here, it'll specify what language files we want to translate as well. So now that we've created these 2 files, the tsconfig.i18n.json and the xlifmerge.json, we're going to head over to our package.json and add a new script in there. This script, the i18n script, is going to invoke ngx i18n, and it's going to use the xlifmerge file as a configuration. This will generate the XLF files where we can actually implement the translations. So now that we've added this script in, all we need to do is go into our template file and mark these h1 and p tags with the i18n Angular specific tag. Now there's a lot of detail that can go into this, including messages and context that you can add, and for that please refer to the Angular documentation, but for now we're just going to leave this with the i18n tag here. Now we can hop into our command line and run npm run i18n. So as we can see here, we've generated a Russian translation file, which we can now find under source assets i18n. So let's check it out. So if we look at this Russian translation file, what we'll see is we have a few source tags that are paired with target tags, and that's the case for both of our strings that were marked with i18n. Now all we have to do is add the Russian translation here, and here, and save our file. What we can do now is go back to the command line and build our project. So as we can see, our project successfully built. Now let's head back to the Zowe desktop. So here we see our sample application, and what we'll do now is switch languages to Russian. Now if we open this guy up, we can see that our strings have successfully been translated. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you learned something today. Also be sure to check out the internationalization documentation so that you can see how other things can be done as well. Thanks and have a good day.